Okay, good morning everyone and happy Easter. I'm here in Maroubra Beach, Sydney, and as you can see in the scene behind me, the weather is absolutely beautiful. The waves crashing and the ocean just creates this stage for our meditation, which is wonderful. I really hope you'll be able to hear the sound of the ocean surf, which is absolutely fantastic. So once again, welcome everyone. I already can see some activity on the chat. Welcome Nancy, Linda, Nina, Daniel, Kate, Madeline. Welcome everyone, and I hope you're having a good time and you enjoy your Easter. I want to jump straight into today's topic, which is self-care in times of struggle. I think this is super important now, more now than ever, to take particularly good care of our mental health. One of the biggest challenges for any human is how to deal with the unknown. If you remember Hitchcock movies, Hitchcock always created this anticipation, and every single movie of his was created on a simple scheme. Do not show the monster for as long as you can, and the audiences will imagine always much worse than the monster is. When we don't know what happened, what is about to happen, our mind always spreads havoc and brings only the gloomiest scenarios. And we already spoke about it before. This is what I call, or what is called by scientists, the negativity bias. So our brain has this amazing ability to somehow, some way focus on the negative, which again comes from the way we evolved. A couple of 100,000 years ago, we were not interested in being happy. We were more interested in surviving, and that's how our brain evolved. But these days, this archaic, so to speak, script is no longer necessary, but we still need to be aware of how our mind works if we want to take care of our mental health. And for those who are not aware of this, it is very easy to identify yourself with the thought process that is going on, and as a result be in that negative mode or succumb to the negative moods. So as meditation students, we are all invited, essentially in every meditation practice, to pay attention to this psychological dynamic and recognize it for what it is. It's simply a thought pattern that is frequently based on the negative experiences that we had in the past. And we all obviously have those experiences. We can't do anything about it. That's okay. And what we need to be aware of is our survival software, as I call it. Because this survival software that, again, has been developed a long time ago and supposed to serve as a protection from our surrounding, from the situation, now is no longer valid. And in that software, it's very easy to assume the worst, particularly in time when we are so challenged, not individually, but not only individually, but as a humanity. However, I want you to keep in mind that right now, more than ever before, we are ready to face the pandemic. Modern medicine, science, technology, they all help us to act quickly and apply any measures that will reduce the risk of illness and shorten the period of pandemic. I took a liberty of taking a look at the previous pandemics, and it seems that all of them, they last decades. They really lasted decades and spread across the world without us doing absolutely anything. We couldn't possibly do anything. And by the time, for instance, that one of the biggest pandemic that wiped about 25% of our population, called plague, was eradicated, there was not much we could do. Now, however, we are very much ready, and scientists work tirelessly to create cure or vaccine or any mean to prevent that. And one thing that we can do and we should do is to stand together, to face this challenge together as a collective, and do not allow ourselves to succumb to those strong emotions. So one thing is the virus itself, but what most of people are not aware of is another pandemic that spreads right now, and it's not talked about on TV. And it's a pandemic of fear that tremendously affect our mental health. News simply don't bother because, well, this is not something that can be, not news that is popular. So alongside of coronavirus pandemic, there's a pandemic of fear. And fear is much more contagious than coronavirus, quite frankly. And I don't mean it as a metaphor. Scientists from the field of neurobiology discovered structures in our brain called mirror neurons. And those mirror neurons, they mirror behavior of other people around us. So scientists claim that because of those structures in our brain, we are also capable of empathy. So if you see someone, or there's someone around you that is in need, you are capable of empathizing with that person. Show compassion, right? Show those emotions, show care. But unfortunately, this doesn't stop when people around us are in the state of fear. When we hear so much about it, when we go to do shopping and we're surrounded by people that are in constant state of fear, we also are impacted by it. And I think that's something that I want to bring to your attention right now, so you can be aware of that and you'll be able to protect yourself from this simple but yet powerful dynamic that happens in your brain. Whatever you're experiencing is not necessarily your own thoughts and your own emotions, but a collective turmoil that we as a meditation students can actually change for our advantage. Because the moment you start being aware of what's going on, you can take care of yourself. You can recognize those thoughts and emotions for what they are and switch to wherever you want to be. It's much easier to say that, oh well, if this is not my emotion, this is not my thought, perhaps I should not ruminate about it that much. And at least to me that helps. And that's a basic way of taking care of yourself. And remember, by taking care of yourself, you also take care of everybody else around you. If your family, when you Skype them or when you have video call with them, when your family sees you in a good health, they also feel good. They feel encouraged. Okay, if my mom, if my partner, if whoever you're talking to is feeling well, that makes me feel better. That's the mirror neurons at work themselves. So by taking care of yourself, you're also taking care of the others, which is kind of how the collective consciousness works. And we as the small group that gather here over internet are actually capable of it. And that's the beauty. That's what makes me feel optimistic about what is going on right now. So by acknowledging what's going on and gathering courage to actually go against the flow of fear that is so prevalent right now, we actually build resilience. And resilience is a strength that we show in the face of difficulty. And that's what we all need to do now. So today I'd like to guide a meditation that will help us to build a bit of that inner strength and help us to take care of ourselves, not for the selfish reason, but for the reason for that is to be able to go through this pandemic quicker and come on the other side strong with very good mental health. And this is the way of taking care of our well-being. Okay. Are we all ready? Wonderful. Wonderful. I just want to take a sip of this wonderful tea that Sharon prepared for me. It's actually quite chilly here. This is the first day you can see me wearing those clothes. These are my winter clothes. For the first time this year, I think temperature was around 13 degrees. It's very fresh, very nice, but you know, the change of clothes was required. Okay. All right, let us begin. So as always, the beginning of the meditation, I will ask you to make yourself feel at ease. And whether you're sitting down or lying down, in whatever position you are, just make sure there's no obvious discomfort in your body. Usually to assure that everything's alright, I roll my shoulders to release that initial tension. I drop my shoulders away from my ears, just allow them to rest. Your hands in your lap, your feet on the floor, and allow your eyes to close. And this is a wonderful place to start. As you hear the background music and the sound of waves crashing, tune into the safety of your own place. And set a strong intention for this meditation period that you want to take care of yourself. And allow yourself, give yourself permission to do so. Not as a selfish act, but as a selfless act. As an act that will benefit not only you, but everybody else around you. So with that intention, we'll begin by taking a couple of deeper cleansing breaths. As always, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In and out. In and out. In and out. And breathe normally and relax. And now, check in. Ask yourself how you feel. Is there anything that you need right now to feel even more relaxed? Perhaps you need to adjust your position. Perhaps you need to release the tension. Please do so. And as you do it, tune in more inside of your body. Bring your attention within. A gentle, caring gaze directed towards the center. Imagine gazing at the child within you, gently, carefully, as if you see a miracle of life. And as you continue gazing, bring your breath to this. And imagine that every time you breathe in, you take in vitality, fresh energy, lightness, whatever helps your body to thrive. And every time you exhale, spread that energy outside from the center towards all the parts of your body, all the cells, all the organs, all the structures. Breathing in, fresh, vital energy, feeling the expansion, and exhale, spreading out the energy across the entire body. With each breath, taking care of yourself. Every breath is an act of kindness directed towards yourself. And as you do it, you go more and more within. You feel more stillness and more calm with each breath you take. And imagine as you're breathing in and out that you're holding yourself in your hands, carrying yourself gently and kindly, allowing yourself to just be. There's no other place you need to go, no other thing that you need to do right now. But immerse yourself in being. And it may happen that a thought or distraction comes to your awareness. And that's okay. That's normal. Simply acknowledge it for what it is. A sound, a bodily sensation, a thought, an image. Give it the label, and with that, move back to the center. Breathing in, fresh energy, vitality, and out, spreading it out from the center, outside, across your entire body, feeling the rejuvenation, feeling the warmth, feeling the care that you're giving yourself right now. And if you can, feel the softness of your center. Feel the stillness. Feel that part that is unchanged by thoughts, emotions, any external circumstances that may disturb you. The part of you that is always there and that you can always connect with. Your true self. Pure consciousness. That is the center of your being. And with each breath, you connect more and more. You bring that pure part of yourself more out. You may imagine it as an orb of white light that protects you, that encompasses you. And with each breath you connect with it more and more. This is the way which you can nourish yourself. You nourish your body and mind by simply breathing in energy, vitality, any quality that you require right now. If there is anything that you need in this moment, you can bring it to the center. You can ask for it. You can embrace it. And you can say to yourself that you are loved, you are worthy, and you are enough the way you are right now. Now expand this awareness to everybody in this community, everybody who is connected through this meditation, and recognize our togetherness. Recognize each person as a sparkle of light that is connected with one another. And now you feel warmth of this connection. Everybody wishing you well, wishing you kindly and gently, giving you care, love, appreciation. And you experience and feel those warm feelings coming towards you, taking care of you. Include your family members, include your friends, your acquaintances, include finally everyone who's in need of care, everyone that you know, and those people that you don't know, that right now are affected by the situation. And you can, and you are contributing with your light to their well-being. As your gift. And imagine this energy spreading from within your center outside, including everyone. So everyone can feel taken care of. Everyone feels included into that care, that positive energy field. Wonderful. So to conclude, take that energy within, zip it in. Allow this energy to be absorbed by every cell, every organ, every part of your body. Feel rejuvenated and energized. Put your right hand on your heart, left hand on your belly, and give yourself thanks with a gentle bow for the experience you just had. Give thanks to others who participate in co-creating this space. And now, start coming back and include your senses, sound, hear the sound of the ocean surf, music, any external sounds. Connect with the sense of touch. Feet on the floor, hands in your lap. And as always, let us now add some physical movement. Wiggle your toes. Move and stretch your fingers. Gently and slowly tilt your head to the left, to the right, back to the center. And everyone, all together, let us take one deep cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, open your eyes and welcome back. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's truly amazing. So, how do you feel? I really hope that you enjoyed this meditation as much as I did. It brings me such a joy to be here, particularly when weather is like that. I'm so glad to share with you this piece of nature and the peace that the nature brings. I like playing with words, so this is my way of showing you how much I love it. As always, I want to give you my gratitude for contributing to co-creating this space. We've been meditating for quite some time now together, and I hope you can feel benefit of it. Feel free to share it with others. Feel free to share it with me. I want to thank all of you who send me messages and questions, and I'm always happy to answer them. So we will gather again on Wednesday. Depends on the weather. I might come back here or do it from home. And I'm very much looking forward to meditating with you. But for now, I'm sending you the best Easter wishes. I hope you will stay healthy, stay positive, and stay happy during this Easter season. And I look forward again to meditating with you on Wednesday. My warmest wishes. Bye-bye.